What up, though?
This is episode 7 of Female Chronicles, our podcast, the good, the bad, and the bullshit in between. I'm your girl, Tawana Tales.
It's your girl, who is Tila Monet.
And we got another good show for y'all today.
Of course,
what's been going on with you this week, girl?
Man, a lot. I've been coming to the point where I'm like, I have to be on my shit a little bit more than what I have been. And I've been falling off of my 2019 goals, I think, a little bit for the last couple of weeks.
Get back on there.
You know, some things I'm sticking with, and some things I haven't been sticking with. So, but the last couple of days, I'm like, bitch, get your shit together. Get back to the gym, first and foremost. I just ran up some stairs, put some money in the meter, and I'm out of breath still. So get back to the gym. People think I'm like hard in the gym every day, but I'm fucking not. I'm out of shape right now. I need to get back in the gym, so I got to get back on that.
Girl, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I set a goal for myself this week, and my goal was to work out 5 days a week. I can honestly say, and I'm so happy, but today when I tell you it was a struggle, I went to the gym all 5 days. I actually got this workout group. So I met a couple girls, well, one of the girls I knew, she was working out, and so we kind of formed this group where we got girls and we're all different shapes, all different sizes. There's no judgment zone. We meet each other at the gym. Now, what they've done for me is they motivated me to get up in the morning, because usually when I go to the gym, I go in the afternoon, or sometimes I don't go at all. So this week, I went all 5 days, got up at 8:30 in the morning and went, and I'm so proud of myself because I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm tired. I'm ready to lose weight. And I was thinking about that too. I did a recap of I didn't do a vision board this year. I actually have a notebook, and I wrote down a lot of the stuff that I want to do. And so I kind of did a report card check. Okay. And I was saying, looking through my list, and it was like, okay, every month I want to lose between 5 to 10 pounds. And I got on the scale, and that shit didn't happen. And I'm like, it's March. It's already the end of first quarter.
But it's because you wasn't doing it,
because
though,
I wasn't doing it consistently.
Yeah.
So I was going to the gym, but I wasn't doing it consistently. So this week, this is my first week going consistently. I said I was going 5 days. I went all 5 days, but let me tell you, today was a freaking struggle. Girl, I put up in the parking lot of the gym, and I was just so tired. I sat in my car for about 20 minutes, and I said, I do not want to go in this place. I really feel like turning around, going home. I do. I don't even want to go in. But then I was talking to myself in the car. I'm like, you know what, Tawana, nope, you here. Go in. I went in. I wanted to do a whole hour workout, but I did 2 miles on the treadmill.
That's good.
So I did it. And so next week, because I realized I'm not as young as I used to be anymore.
I be forgetting too. I look in the mirror and be like, I'm good. I'm like, nah, your body saying something else.
My body, exactly.
The inside saying something else.
Next week, I have to add. I'm gonna still go to the gym 5 days a week. You're more than welcome to come work out with me. Just gotta get up and come on. We go to Planet Fitness. If you don't have a Planet Fitness account, a lot of us have black cards, and we just invite people to come in. You be our guest or whatever, but. I am going to stop eating after 9. That's why I'm not drinking any alcohol today, because I said I didn't want to drink no alcohol this week. And I want to just kind of stick to my goals. I've been asking myself lately, like, what's stopping you from reaching your goals? And honestly, the only thing I come up with is me. Like, I'm stopping me. I have too many resources, and I, not to be able to accomplish my goals. There's nothing holding me back. There's nothing stopping me but me. So, yeah, that was my week. Other than that, I had a good week. I was tired as hell today. When I went to the gym, bitch, I pushed through it and I got my ass in there.
You feel so good though once you work out.
Well, today I didn't. Today I was tired.
When you finished,
bitch.
really?
But every other day, like Monday through Thursday, I was a little tired. But after I finished my workout, I felt so good. But today it was like, I was tired. I guess because I've been going off at
Yeah, that might be it.
I was tired though. But
so get up and work out, ladies and gents. Like, get your body, make sure your body is right, because your health is so important, and
it is.
We get a little lazy, but we got to go work out.
We do. And if you want to work out with us, if y'all are in the Detroit area, Southfield or whatever, Michigan, and you want to work out with us, follow us on, hit me up in the DM on our Female Chronicles page, and I'll let you know where we're going to be working out at. And with that said, yeah, that was my week. I didn't do shit this week.
Well, shit, you did do some shit. That's a lot of shit to do. Going to the gym, that's hard to do. It's easier to get up and go to a bar. It's easier to get up and go have a meal at a restaurant. It's so much easier to probably even go punch a clock than it is to go to the gym. Going to the gym, it takes a lot out of you, and it takes a lot to get up mentally and go do that shit. So I think that you did a lot this past week.
Okay, I'll take that.
I still ain't went, so I'm just saying.
Well, come with me next week.
I'm going to come.
Come with me next week. I'm telling you, you'll have so much fun. And what motivated me, because I'm not a morning person, but what motivated me, like, I'll add you in our group text too. We got a group, it's called the gym group text. And so, like, they were like, okay, we're going to get up at 8, we'll be there at the gym at 8:45. And I was like, bitch.
That makes it a lot more interesting.
But it makes it a lot more interesting. When I was on the treadmill, it was like 6 of us. We talking to each other. We don't even realize we done did 2 miles on the treadmill because we talking and we motivating each other. Nobody came to the gym with me today, but literally all this week, like, we've been texting back and forth. So next week I'm gonna take it a step up. I'm gonna watch what I eat, because I'm a late eater for some reason. I'm not like, even I just don't eat in the morning. I'm a late eater.
A lot of people don't be hungry in the morning.
That's me. I don't be hungry in the morning.
A lot of people don't be hungry in the morning.
So it's easy for me not to.
You're supposed to eat anyway.
But I want to not eat after 9 o'clock. So that's gonna be a challenge for me. I'm gonna try and do that next week.
You know, everything's a challenge until you start seeing the results of it. And then once you start seeing the results of it, or imagining the results of it, it gets a little easier. So once you start doing it, a month from now, you're probably like, damn, I should have been did this.
Girl, let me tell you, when I get that summertime fine body, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Like, Bia.
And that them exes come back in the DM, what you gonna do?
Girl, block.
You know,
block.
Nothing ain't gonna go down in the DM.
Block. I want no block. Block, 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 block. All right, let's move on with the show. So, you know, we females, and like I said, we talk about the good, the bad, the bullshit in between, and when it comes to us and our situations, but we like to show love to the fellas. So we have this segment called Real Recognize Real, and that's just saying we see you out there. We see the real fellas. We see what y'all doing, and we just want to recognize y'all, even though this show is for the females, but you know, we give a slight dose to the fellas.
I mean, yeah, the fellas are, you know, we are involved with fellas. They are around us. We got brothers, fathers. We didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Friends. So
somebody's sperm created
somebody, like, we got some good swimmers up in here.
Girl.
Real good swimmers. 2 real good swimmers sitting right here. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. So with this week, there was a guy online. I saw a story online about this high school student. His name is Michael Love. He's a senior at Cornerstone Health Technology in Detroit, Michigan. And this boy, let me tell you, he applied to over 50 colleges, got accepted to 41 of those colleges so far, because the applications are still coming in. And he's received over $300,000 in scholarships. Now,
what's his name again?
His name is Michael Love.
What is it?
Michael Love.
What?
Michael
Love.
Shout
out to Michael Love. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
all right.
I thought, but you know what captured me about that story is, as I was reading it, and it said that he started off rough, like he didn't, you know, because I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he was an RA student, he was this genius child or whatever to get, because you don't hear that a lot. You maybe hear a person get accepted to maybe 2-3 schools, but for 41 offers to come in, and they're all offering, most of them are offering him full rides. You don't hear about that. So when I heard that, I was reading his story, reading about him, and they were saying that he had a rough start when he first started high school. So that right there, that shit was motivation to me, because it's like he wasn't an all, they didn't say his grades, but I'm assuming being that they said he got off to a rough start, he wasn't always a all A student.
And
so for him
a lot of outside of school was probably going on too. You never know.
And that's what they were saying. They said that he is on National Honor Society. He do play sports, and then he also been able to, you know, it takes time to fill out a college application. I remember when I was in high school, and you know, it takes a lot of time to just sit back. So for him to do that, I know his mama and daddy got to be proud. Like,
there goes somebody Oprah and Gail can interview.
Exactly. But you know what? I'm so happy because it has been getting a lot of buzz. It's been on the Shade Room. It's been in the media. People been reposting it, and I just want
not on Female Chronicles.
Now it's on Female Chronicles. Like, shout out to Michael Love. Like,
all right.
Sky is the limit for you. He wants to be an engineer, so he did an aerospace engineer. So I just like to see young people, especially when we always have people in the news that's just bashing. You know what I'm saying?
Like there is no Michael Loves.
Like
out
there
here.
is no Michael Loves. Like
Michael Loves don't exist.
And
yes,
not
they do.
only that, like Michael Love still, like I said, he's been accepted to over 41 schools. He didn't say where he was going, but he got a full ride wherever he go. And let me just say this really quick before we get off the subject, but I don't care like what your grades are, what situation you in. If you want to go to college, it's so many scholarships out here. I remember when my sister first applied to Clark, And I just moved to Atlanta like a year before she graduated high school. And I remember when she came down there and I took her to orientation. So we sat in orientation, and I remember them telling her, like, saying, like, it's going to be like $40,000 or whatever for her to go to school there. And I remember when we left, she was kind of sad because, you know, my mama didn't have money to pay for us to college. They didn't save no college fund. My daddy wasn't around at the time. But I was like, I remember telling her, like, you are coming to this school, because she was saying, well, maybe I'll just go to a community college in Detroit for a year, save up my money, then come back. And I'm like, no, that's not an option. Mind you, I just moved to Atlanta, so I didn't have a job. I'm like, if I got to go get a waitressing job somewhere to help you, you are not. They accepted her, but they didn't give her a scholarship. She had to pay for it. And then that out-of-state tuition is even more.
So it's like, I can go, but how am I pay for it?
Like, you can come, but how am I pay for it? So I remember she went home, and I never forget this. So she was in Atlanta with me for a week. She went home. I remember like 2 weeks later, it was like a week before her graduation, she called me crying. I thought something had happened to somebody in my family because she was crying so hard over the phone. And my heart just dropped. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? And she was screaming it. And I'm like, calm down. So when she finally calmed down, she was like, they just called me and told me I had a full scholarship to Clark Atlanta University. And I'm like, what? How? Where? And she got that scholarship based off of an essay she wrote.
I remember
an
that.
essay. Like, it was a private organization, but I think she applied at the last minute, and she wrote this essay, and I think it was based on need, and she was just talking about how she grew up, and off that essay, that paid for her full ride. I'm talking about books. I'm talking about she was able to have an apartment, like everything. She graduated from Clark Atlanta with no student loans or nothing, like no financial aid, nothing. Like, and I say that to say, like, it's money out here. Like, find, like, research. You gotta do the research, because it's money out here, and there's scholarships out here, and don't stop at just one college. Like, if it's something out there that you want to do, apply. They have programs at colleges, even if your GPA ain't that high. Hell, I graduated, my GPA was fucked up. Like, and it wasn't because I was dumb. I just wasn't taking school that serious. I mean, I graduated barely, but I did. Hey, I came out on time. I graduated on time. I did have to go to summer school, though, but I didn't graduate out the summer school class. I had to go to summer school because I fucked up 10th and 11th grade. So I had to go to summer school my 12th grade year, and then I graduated on time. But they have programs out there, so do the research, people. If you want to go to school, and shout out to Michael Love, shout out to his parents, whoever raised that boy, because y'all did a damn good job. Pat yourself on the back, mama. Great job.
And if you don't want to go to college, you know, don't get discouraged. Don't feel like you have to go to college to be successful, because a lot of successful people do not go to college. And, like, some people leave college with a bunch of, like, student loans, and they never have a job in the field they went to college for.
And they still paying them student loans.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, some people just still got student loans and you can't get away from it. It's like,
I know people who went to school for, and not to say don't let student loans.
Yeah, don't let them. But if you don't, because some people just don't want to go to school.
I think school should be free.
I think so too.
I think school should be free. But don't let that stop you. If it's something, just set a plan or just stay focused, because it's money out there. Before you start applying for those student loans, look for grants, because it's money out there. I can't even stress that enough. It is money, and it's scholarships out there. And you don't have to be an all-A student to qualify for those scholarships.
Not at all.
You just got to do your research. Like I said, my sister got a full ride scholarship, and it was not based off of her GPA. It was based off of an essay. A one-page essay that she wrote, and they gave her a full ride scholarship to Clark Atlanta University. So do your research, people.
Do your research.
And
get some experience in the field you want to go into. Like, work at for an employer that's in the kind of space that you think that you want to be involved in. Like, work for employers that give you that experience.
Internships.
Yeah, do other stuff. Research it.
Don't wait till your senior year. I used to, my sister, like, I was working at the radio station when she was a senior in high school, and she started interning when she was a senior. Like, I brought her in at the station with me. Don't wait. Like, start looking for internships your 12th grade year. That's one thing I said I wish college would have taught me better. I mean, high school would have prepared me better for, is because I didn't learn it until afterwards. Like, internships, how to write a resume correctly, how to, just interview. Like, I didn't know how to do a proper interview.
Yeah.
Or
if any parents are watching, you should like don't even leave it up to the schools. Like teach your children
how to do a follow-up letter. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to, if it's like now, if you see a position that you apply for, go on LinkedIn and find that person who's hiring for that position and go send them an email and say, hey, introduce yourself. My name is Tawana. I see that you're hiring for this position. I recently applied for. I wanted to know if you can give me any feedback. Like, don't be afraid to slide up in people DM for not just to get that person number or email, not just to get that person number, but if it's gonna help you get a job or an intern or a mentor, get a mentor. Mm-hmm. Like, slide up in somebody's DM, not just for a number, but for a way that's gonna help you make some coins later on in this. Mm-hmm. Okay, girl.
Shout out to Michael Love.
Girl, okay, so did you watch Marriage Boot Camp, the last episode?
I did not.
Oh my God.
I'd be recording them, but I did not watch it.
Okay, so this last episode, so it's the final episode.
Yes, when they make their little decisions.
I did not watch it. How many people you think left together?
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna say this. How many people left together? 1, 2, at least 3 left together. At least 3 couples left together.
I'm going to tell you, all the couples left together except 1.
Oh, okay.
All the couples left together except 1. Bitch, I'm going to just tell you. Nia and Soulja Boy left together.
They did?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the one.
No, the one who didn't leave together, which I kind of knew, because I just think
Lil' Mo?
Not Lil' Mo. Yeah, she needs to leave his ass.
But,
she loved that man.
I can see it. I know the space she in. Oh my God, I know the space she in.
Oh my God, you gotta watch that episode, because she was like, her first husband, it was easy for her to walk away. She said her second husband, it was easy for her to walk away. She said, but she don't know what's going on with this man and why it's not easy for her to walk away. And then she said, actually, I do know what's going on. She's like, I love him. I'm in love with him. And I think he taking her ass for granted, though. For real.
You are in a house and you fucking FaceTime.
And you gonna FaceTime and tell somebody, tell me you love me?
Like, you're mentally not in, you're not there with her.
He knew how to pass that lie detector test, too. He knew how to pass that.
No, listen. I think he gave the right answer, but he already told her. It's like I feel like she's also trying to not put it in front of the cameras that she know who it is now. He told her behind closed doors who that person was, and he went on and told the person that was doing the lie detector test the same thing. So he told the same thing he told her. He told the lie detector test, but they won't say it in public. Remember, they wouldn't say it on recording. They wouldn't say it in front of the camera who it was. They kept that a secret. And she's right along with him in that area. And, I don't want to bash her for that, because I know how it is to be in love with somebody and you accepting some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like she's accepting. I think she felt, because Lil' Mo got, around 6, 7 kids? I feel like I don't know. I just think that he's taking advantage of her. I think it's wrong. I hate to speak on people really. Well, no, I don't. But I don't like how he played her on TV.
Right on TV.
Like, right on TV. To me, that's it. You ain't got no respect for her. Like, nigga, like why are you on this show at all? Now I'm gonna tell you who else. Lil Fizz and Tiffany.
They seem like just friends.
They were definitely friends. She's pregnant right now and in a whole nother relationship. Yes. When they didn't leave together, I saw that coming. They didn't even come together.
You know what?
So they definitely weren't gonna leave together. I think it was a situation with them. I think it was like, okay, let's go on this show and get this check. I think she was already in a whole nother situation, because she's pregnant.
That's crazy.
Like, she's pregnant right now.
Probably by the guy that she mentioned, though.
Exactly. Right? I think that's what it was. I think that they just both went on the show for a check. Like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Because you know who he messing around with?
Who?
He's messing around with Omarion's. Well, they say that they're not, but they traveled to Chicago together. Omarion's baby mama, the girl April.
Really?
Yeah.
How that happened?
Girl, it happened. And let me tell you about Nia and Soulja Boy. I just knew, they had to open the boxes. I just knew when Nia opened her box, it wasn't going to be no goddamn ring in there for his crazy ass. So they go to the ceremony, they both open the box, they both got rings in there. So he was going back and forth on if he should propose to her. So they were all like, when it was time for them two to go out, everybody was looking, because they was like, I think Soulja going to propose. I think he going to propose. Girl, first of all, he didn't propose then. But they both said that gave each other a ring and said that they were leaving together. He told her he loved you. You always been there for me. You know, you the woman in my world or whatever. She's like, I love you too. I still think you got some more growing to do. And so then when they were doing the confessions, he turned around. They were talking, you know, when they talking in front of the camera.
Yeah.
They were talking and they was like, Soldier, you got something to ask me? And he turned around and he proposed to her.
And she said yes.
She
I'm
said
assuming.
yes. She said
Did she
yes.
cry? Was she like?
She was like, first she said maybe. And I wanted to slap that hoe. Like, girl.
You don't tell nigga maybe.
She was,
yes or no.
She was like, no, I'm just playing yes. But you know, I think they're both immature. So all that drama happened after they left the show. I just knew that they weren't going to leave together.
So all what happened though after
That's what
that?
I want to know. Like, what happened from the time they left the show until then?
He had to get caught up. He had to act a fool again or get caught up in some more bullshit. Like,
get
nigga,
caught
you
up
just
in some
proposed to me or
bullshit and
something.
you
I'm just
proposed
assuming, but
to
I'm just
her. They left together on the show.
I wasn't expecting that though.
I wasn't expecting. Girl, I'm watching the TV. I said, what? They left together and he proposed to her. So that shit happened. You like, and then you just proposed to her, but you on social media with Black China.
I feel like he's venting. I feel like he's like venting. Like he don't know how to handle
definitely trying to make
something.
her jealous.
Yeah.
He's definitely trying to. He's very immature.
But
He's very immature. And speaking of Soulja Boy,
damn,
girl,
Soulja Boy.
You know he was arrested today.
No, I did not know that.
Child. Okay, so let's rewind. Remember a couple months ago was a girl who accused him of kidnap. She said that he tied her up in the garage.
I don't know the details of it, but I heard about
the girl said that she was tied up in the garage and he wouldn't let her go. So police came to the house. I guess they found some bullets to a gun or whatever. They didn't arrest him then, but he had a meeting today at his probation officer. When he went to his probation officer, they arrested him because they said he's not supposed to be around guns. So he violated probation. All I'm going to say is this. Is karma is real and how you do people.
So who was she?
Who was the girl?
Who's the girl?
I think it was one of the ex-exes that he was messing around with.
And she said he kidnapped her.
She said he kidnapped, but he denied it, and they didn't have proof, so he didn't go to jail for that.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't go to jail for that. But when the police came to the house, and they searched the house, and they found, they said ammunition, bullets.
So what did they come to the house for?
I can't remember. I think because the girl, they got a warrant. They got a warrant after the woman claimed that she was holding him hostage.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a warrant. So they didn't even illegally search the house. They got a warrant, and they said.
But the warrant was to what though? Arrest him?
Because I guess to see if they can find proof that she was being held against her will.
All right.
Because she said that he tied her up, which I kind of believe her.
I mean, I don't know. He jumped on Nia.
No, he jumped on that girl. I think when he jumped on Nia, did you see that episode?
Yes.
I think when he jumped on her, he didn't hit her. But I think it clicked like, oh shit,
the cameras
camera. I think if them cameras went in, I think he would have swung on her. I definitely
she was, because she was like screaming and she was afraid of something that she used to behind closed doors. And you see the interviews that the interview that she did where she was saying that she had been abused by him, etc., allegedly. But
I think that Soulja, I think that Nia I think that they both had some growing to do. But I think that she genuinely loves him. Because he's not a good looker. Like, I mean, he's not all that cute. But I think that I think that money, like, now he feel like he hot. And because what happened? You just proposed to her. And now, even when the show aired, and they had not the finale party, but the party, they always have a party, like, when the show getting ready to air or whatever. And he was there by himself. So that shit had to that engagement was short.
And I'm sure it was short because he done fucked up some kind of way. It probably wasn't her.
Girl.
But it's like, that's crazy though, because oh my gosh.
Well, he in jail, honey.
Well, you know what? Hopefully he didn't do the kidnapping thing, but
see that they never charged him for that. They didn't charge him for that.
They was coming out to search his house
and they found the bullet. They didn't find the gun. They found the bullets. And he's not supposed to have bullets because he's on probation. So you're not even supposed to have that in your house. So they didn't arrest him then. He went to go report to his probation officer. And you know how that shit goes?
Yeah, I know. I got
girl. Yeah, so
I know how that
I don't know if I mean, technically he violated probation. I'm sure he probably gonna say that it wasn't his. Or maybe he can get off, but...
Well, of course. He could probably... Well, I ain't gonna talk I ain't gonna snitch on him like that, but
Girl,
put nothing nobody's
and you know he was just getting ready to go on tour.
He could probably get off on that.
You know he was just getting ready to go on tour.
Like,
Like,
you
he
know
was
what?
coming here. He was
Also, like,
in Detroit.
I hope that he hasn't been the person that people set him out to be, but karma is so real.
I think that he was young, and I know that he just reconnected with his mother too, because he was on his page. He posted a video of him giving his mother some money. And so I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think his mother was on drugs and
he might need some healing himself.
I think he needs some healing, because one thing on that episode that Nia said yesterday, and I thought was some real shit, she thanked all the guys in the house. She was like, because I feel like y'all helped make him a better person in these 10 days.
Because they was kicking it with him.
Because they were kicking it with him.
Yeah.
I think P need to be around people like Waka Flocka, like some married, positive men who was
been through that shit
with him. And they, like, get a mentor. Like, I think mentors are so important.
Yeah.
I do. And I'm talking about somebody who can help you. So I do think
I still want and need a mentor.
You should get one.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I think it's never
should,
too late to get a
somebody
mentor.
that's
I don't care
this
how old
that.
you are. I don't care how young you are. It's never too late. Like I'm trying to find a spiritual mentor now, because I want somebody to teach me. Like, I don't know the Bible that much, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want a spiritual mentor now, somebody who can help me with my faith. But it's good. Like, I know people who have 2-3 mentors.
Yeah, I think
I want a real estate mentor. I'm looking for somebody who can teach me, like, because I want to buy a house and flip a house, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not into real estate, so I'm gonna find me a mentor. I actually went to this event not too long ago. I think I may have found one, but I just want to, because I feel like your mentor, it should be somebody you trust, somebody who you can talk to, and somebody who's gonna help you grow. So yeah, I'm looking for a mentor. It's not too late. Find you a mentor. Never too late.
Do your research. If
Girl,
you don't have one, do your research.
And speaking of relationships, bitch, let me tell you. Diddy.
No, I don't know what the new news is about Diddy. So you got to give me the
So it was this video of Diddy in a club, and he was with Lori Harvey.
So
Lori Harvey. Okay, let me explain to you who Lori Harvey is. Lori Harvey.
I just know he haven't moved on in love that fast though.
That's probably just, if they are together, it's just right now. She's a pretty girl. She's very attractive, and they probably just, it's probably. Now Lori Harvey was just with Trey Songz. Let me just run down. And allegedly, so when it came out that she was with Trey Songz, his son, Diddy's son, Justin Combs, got upset because apparently he was dating Lori Harvey. So, right.
Well, it sounds like a hot ass mess.
Girl, Lori
already.
And remember in Meek Mill's song, I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. Girl, Lori Harvey is baby, she is she moving. So she was recently engaged.
But moving
I
how?
She
I mean, baby, I hope you're moving with benefits.
Well, let me tell you who.
All right, let me know.
I mean, well, so she was married. She was engaged to this football player overseas.
Okay.
I thought they were a cute couple. But apparently, I guess she said no, and now she's living her best life because she was with Trey Songz. She was connected to Justin Combs, and baby, I guess she said, Justin, where your daddy at?
I want daddy for real. I'm gonna call you for real.
Because why would she be in the club with him? Lori is young. Like, she's on here.
I don't see him like,
I don't
not
see
right
him
now.
taking her serious, but I do see him.
That sounds like just a party. But
she's with him.
Yeah, that sounds just like a party. Maybe the
Why
son
she
ain't
not
arrived yet.
with-
Maybe the son has not arrived
Well,
yet.
she should be arriving with the son.
Maybe he
then.
missed his flight. I'm going to say he missed his flight.
Okay, but let me give you a little background so you can understand who Lori Harvey is. So Margie, well, let me tell you about her mama, because I think she get it from her mama. That's what I'm going to say. So Margie was, Lori is not Steve's real daughter. That's her stepdaughter.
Okay.
So Margie was dating, had babies by this big time dope dealer in Memphis.
Okay.
He went to jail for life. Margie got with his brother and had some more kids.
Oh, so maybe, okay.
The brother went to jail. Lori got reconnected with Steve and made all her grown kids change their last name to Harvey. Y'all are Harveys.
Really?
Period. Yes, we're Harveys now. We're not going to talk about them dope dealers who I used to date in my past. Baby, Margie Harvey upgraded her life, okay?
Okay.
So that's her mama.
All right.
So her mama probably telling her, hell
The hell with him. Girl, you better, look, Puffy in the
So
place
she
right now
upgraded.
need to be hollering at the daddy.
You
Then
need to
holler at Pops.
holler at the dad. Cause she was with, like I said, she upgraded with Steve. Like she was messing with the dope.
Okay.
She was one of them girls back in the day who liked the dope boys. Her baby daddy is in jail for life. Those are not Steve's real kids. So I want to do his own kids feel a certain kind of way.
Well,
Cause now he got Steve. Like Steve considers them his kids. Like I
probably
get it.
not, because mamas just get away with stuff.
Girl.
You just be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but how would you feel like your daddy, Steve Harvey, and now he married this lady, and now her kids done changed. They her grown kids, not little kids where my daddy done raised them since they was little. I'm talking about grown kids changing their last name to my daddy's last name.
It'll be okay because we basically brothers and sisters, we siblings, no matter what. So it's like whatever. Like I like.
You would be okay with it?
Yeah, if my brothers right now, they have a different last name. Like,
but if your mother married somebody else
and we switched it over,
and them kids,
so why are we not holding on to our daddy name?
Them kids.
It depends, though. I guess it depends on like how they grew up. Did they grow up and the kids feel like daddy wasn't there, mama was doing all the work?
Well, hell, how long was Steve there?
So I'm just trying to make it sound right, make it sound good.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is Lori and Margie, that she get it from.
Like I personally would be like, no, I don't want my name to be his, but
that mama probably say, "Oh yes, you do."
I'm like, no.
You know the benefits that you can get from being a Harvey. Your last name Steve, and you're not going to mention your father at all. Period.
If she explained it to him though in a way,
I get why she did it. Hell yeah, because it's open the doors for
shit.
her.
Like if you keep his last name, it's gonna fuck up some stuff, and we need this right now. So we're gonna switch our names over and explain it like a business plan. Then the kids probably, all right, ma, cool,
girl.
All right, well when we finish doing this shit, I'm probably gonna switch my name back.
What?
I'm gonna switch my name back. we finish getting this money.
You gonna switch
your money. I'm gonna switch my name back. All right.
Dog, how you gonna switch your name back? So you don't want Steve Harvey to be your daddy?
I'm just saying. After we finish with the plan, coming up off of this last name, I'm gonna switch my name back
to your real daddy.
If it's real, it's real.
I wonder if they gonna see their daddy in jail and their uncle.
So they probably sending them some of that money.
But I wonder how does that work?
He probably like go ahead do it because she probably really still kicking with this nigga like conversation wise.
I think have you seen Margie? She's gorgeous now.
But I'm just saying loyalty wise, like she probably still like have respect for him as the father of her kids, and she probably sending that nigga money.
I don't think so. I think she got a whole new life. I think she.
You think she like left? You think she really left him out to dry?
Absolutely. She was with the brother.
But no, she
went with the brother. Which one? The first brother or the second brother?
That is so messed up.
Which one she looking out for?
You should wear your shades.
No, I'm just serious. So which baby daddy she looking out for? Is she looking out for the first baby daddy or the first brother?
She probably got love for both of them.
Both?
Yeah, she probably run like that. That's how she roll.
Okay, and she teaching her daughter to roll the same way. Cause baby, I'm not mad at her, but I was mad when I saw her and Jay-Z face at that Rock Nation brunch not too long ago.
Oh, you probably got to worry about Jay no more. Jay done had his run.
Lori was all in his face and shit. I said, oh, the Beehive told her up online. Do not play with Beyonce.
Yeah, he
Get
ain't
your
fucking
ass
around
up out
no
of Jay-Z
He's
face.
done with that.
Get your butt out of Jay-Z face. Where's my phone now?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh, you know what? No, it's not my phone. It's my computer.
Oh, because connected to your computer. Yes, it is.
Girl.
That's how it works.
Okay, so did you get a chance to, I've been watching TV all this week. Did you get a chance to watch the HBO Finding Leaving Neverland with Michael Jackson?
No, I didn't watch it. I've been reading stuff about it though, the feedback on it.
What do you think about that?
First, what I've seen from the feedback, I think that Michael Jackson no longer is here. I feel like he can't defend himself. It's just like me walking out the room right now when somebody want to have a conversation about me and judge me on certain things and not hear what I have to say about it because I'm not in the room. I think it's a low blow, first and foremost. I think that it should have been handled before I walked out the room. And if it was handled when I was in the room, we shouldn't be talking about it no more once I leave the room. Meaning that Michael Jackson is dead. He's gone. He can't say anything about it. We just have footage or pre-recordings of his opinion on the situations, and that's all we can go by. And to bring it up right now is just like, let it go. Obviously, if it wasn't handled then, you shouldn't be trying to handle it now. And if it was taken to the courts then, or whatever was, the legalities of it, if it was handled in the courts and it didn't go anywhere, or if it didn't go even to the courts, like, leave it there. What do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? You can't arrest them. You can't do anything about it. But what is it? You want some money. That's what it is.
Well,
and that's how I look at it. You gotta want some money because you can't arrest Michael now. What you gonna do?
I think it is one-sided.
If you're really looking for help, you don't have to go talk to Oprah about it.
So the interview, I'm glad you mentioned Oprah because Oprah been getting death threats ever since she did that interview. People are going in on her. They're saying that that she's helping the people attack our culture. Like, they've been going hard on Oprah, and I get why Oprah did it. I think. But at the same time, because not only did she interview them, so after the HBO aired their special, Oprah did her own special and interviewed 2 of the victims. She also had victims in the audience, not necessarily Michael Jackson victims, but people who suffered from abuse. So I think she said early on that she knew she was going to get backlash from this. And she was okay with it because she said it's a bigger picture. My thing is, like you said, he is no longer here. But on the flip side, too, how do you... Like, I was looking at, not to even go back to Marriage Boot Camp, but on Marriage Boot Camp, the girl Tiffany said that, who was that who said that was their first time admitting that they were molested?
I think it was Nia. It was both of them, I think.
Both of them, but one of them said that was their first time.
I'm not sure which one said it was their first time talking about it.
What other show was that I was watching? Damn, I was watching something. What the hell? Oh, Love and Hip Hop. Cien said that she was molested by a woman when her and Joe went to counseling. And
that too.
She said that was the first time in her life. She said her mother didn't even know. She said that was the first time in her life that she brought it up. So part of me, I feel like it is one-sided because he's no longer here. But the other part of me is who's to say when a person is right or wrong for bringing up their situation. Maybe they're just at the point where they can just now speak about it.
This is my thing. I don't fault you for bringing it up. I feel like you should always be able to talk about things that happened in the past because I know that most people that are molested, they don't talk about it when it's happening. Kids don't really share it until they're grown. I know people that that hasn't talked about it until they became adults and they talk about what happened to them when they were a child. That is okay. Talk about when you feel like talking about it. My issue is with the person who's handling the interview. My problem is with the Oprahs and the Gales and whoever else want to talk about it is that you can talk about it, but let's talk about it. Don't say that they're not the only victims in the world that's been molested before. And it's like a big thing. But let's talk about other people. Let's talk about the Elvis Presleys that actually married a 14-year-old child. If you really are concerned about with the rate and the actual act of kids being molested, if you really are concerned, you really are angry about that, let's interview all of these people. I feel like we're at a point where it's like we were hearing about the Michael Jacksons. We're hearing about the R. Kellys. Now we're hearing about the Tupacs. We're hearing about everyone of color. Everybody of color. It's like, okay, R. Kelly was wrong as fuck for marrying Aaliyah. Wrong as fuck. Hands down. But why is he wrong and Elvis Presley not wrong for marrying his wife at the age of 14, whether her mother signed off on it or not? Why is it okay? Why aren't we interviewing people that's experienced that or has a problem with that? Why is it all us? It's like,
and I'm gonna say this. I think that, and I agree. I think I've always said that I think he was wrong. I think that with this and not to go back on this R. Kelly situation, but with this R. Kelly situation, I think it's the way that it's being handled. I definitely think it's wrong, and I do think. Now, I'm curious to see if Oprah is gonna go back and interview like the Woody Allens and all these other people.
Well, I hope she does. I hope she does. Now she probably, if people start bringing it up and talking about it, like
I want to see. But I will say this: like, it was a situation where the girl Jocelyn Savage, her mother said that she had never met R. Kelly before. She's been saying that the whole time. She's never met him, never been in a room with him. Well, somebody just leaked a picture of her and both of her daughters in the picture with R. Kelly. Even with Aaliyah, like, Aaliyah's parents didn't talk